What if the reason we haven't heard from aliens is because they are all gone, not vanished into the stars, not hiding behind advanced technology, dead? This isn't science fiction. This is one of the most terrifying ideas in science, and it might explain why, in a universe full of trillions of stars, we're met with nothing but silence. Today, we're going to explore 4 chilling theories that attempt to answer a simple question: why are we alone? And some of them suggest we won't be for long. The first and perhaps most famous theory is the Great Filter. To become an advanced civilization, life has to climb an incredibly long ladder. You need to form cells, you need to evolve intelligence, you need to avoid self-destruction, and eventually you need to colonize space. But what if there's a step on that ladder, a bottleneck so narrow that almost no civilization survives it, a filter so powerful that 99.999% of all intelligent life never makes it past? And here's the most terrifying part. We don't know if we've already passed it or if it's still ahead of us. If it's behind us, maybe we're the lucky ones, the rare exception that made it through. But what if the filter is still ahead? What if it's nuclear war, or a climate collapse we can't stop, or a hyper-intelligent AI gone wrong? If that's the case, then we're not rare at all. We're just early. And the silence we hear in the stars is the echo of every civilization that didn't make it past the next big challenge. But what if the problem isn't with us? What if it's with the universe itself? There are forces out there we barely understand. Some of them could wipe us out without a moment's warning. Take gamma ray bursts, for example, massive, invisible explosions that can sterilize entire solar systems from light years away. They strike fast, they leave nothing, and they don't care what stage of life you're in. What if the reason the galaxy is so quiet is because life keeps trying and the universe keeps hitting the reset button? Maybe we're just living in a small, fleeting window of calm between storms we'll never see coming, a cosmic game of chance where the odds are stacked against everyone. Now for a slightly different but equally unsettling possibility. What if we aren't alone? What if we're just being watched, silently, intentionally? This is the zoo hypothesis, the idea that advanced civilizations know we're here, but are choosing not to reveal themselves. Not yet, not until we're ready. Or maybe not ever. To them, we might be like animals in an uncontacted tribe, not ready to understand, not ready to join something greater. They observe us from a distance, follow a prime directive of non-interference. They stay silent and we mistake their silence for absence. It's a humbling and frustrating thought that the reason we haven't found them is because they're doing their best to hide from us. But maybe the most unsettling answer is also the simplest. We're alone. Because we're the only ones. This is the rare Earth hypothesis, the idea that intelligent life is so absurdly rare, so dependent on a perfect chain of conditions that our planet isn't just unique, it's a cosmic miracle, a planet with a large moon to stabilize its axis, a magnetic field to protect its atmosphere, a perfect position in a calm region of its galaxy. If this is true, then we're not just alone, we're the last candle in a vast, dark, and silent universe. And if we blow out, there's no one left to light it again. The great silence might not be a mystery, it might be a warning. Maybe life is rare, maybe intelligence is fragile, maybe the universe is far more violent, lonely, and indifferent than we want to believe. But here we are, still alive, still listening, still wondering. If this is the only place in the cosmos where consciousness exists, then maybe our greatest responsibility is to keep that flame alive, because silence might be terrifying, but disappearing into it without ever asking why, that's the worst ending of all. If any of these theories gave you a moment of quiet dread, hit that like button. Which of these 4 theories do you find most convincing? Let me know in the comments. If you want to explore more mind-bending ideas about our place in the cosmos, be sure to subscribe. Take care, and I will see you next time.